In the very beginning, when the world was new, God created a beautiful garden called Eden. This is where God placed Adam and Eve, the first two people, to take care of it. The garden was a perfect house full of wonderful plants and animals, and Adam and Eve could eat the fruit of all but one tree. God told them not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. One day, while Eve was walking in the garden, a cunning snake spoke to her. It was not an ordinary snake, because it could speak, and it was more cunning than all the other animals that God had created. The serpent questioned Eve, "Did God really say that we should not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve answered, "We can eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God said, 'You do not eat of the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.'" The serpent, wanting to deceive Eve, said, "You will certainly not die, for God knows, when you eat of it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit. It was magnificent and it looked delicious, and she liked the idea of being wise like God. So she took some of the fruit and ate it. She also gave some to Adam, who also ate. As soon as they had eaten the fruit, something changed. They were suddenly afraid and hid when they heard God walking in the garden. But God knew what had happened. He asked Adam and Eve about it, and they admitted that they had eaten the fruit, but they blamed the serpent and accused each other. Because of what they did, God said that things would be more difficult for them outside from the garden. They will have to leave Eden, and life will no longer be perfect. But God also made them clothes from animal skins, showing that He still cared about them. The serpent was also punished. He was kicked out of the garden and cursed to crawl on his stomach and to be henceforth an enemy of man.